Hello, old friend, B&Q.
Oh, I thought you were talking at sausage van there.
We've made a boo-boo.
I may have miscalculated.
Ooh, shit. And hopefully we're not as shocked as we were last time. That's amazing.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Good morning. Welcome to the mess that is the lodge. Can't quite see it on the camera. There you go, you can. It's a mess, and I'm going to tidy it when we get back, but we're just going to do a few chores. I'm going to get the car washed, got to pick up some bedding, new bedding, what we've ordered for the spare rooms, and going to go to B&Q and get some paint mixed. We've found a colour that we might like for the cupboards in the van. What's the colour called? Forgot what the colour's called. I forgot what the colour's called, but I'll tell you when we get there and get that. And just pick a few deliveries up and what have you. And then, as I said, we've actually had to empty the van because it's going in tomorrow to get the gas fitted. So we brought a few bits and bats in here. That's not van related. I'll show you that later in this vlog. That's more Disney related than van related, but we'll show you that. And there we go. There's the oven. There's an empty box. So are you ready to go out? Come on.
Right, so before we go out, I have just pulled this thing together. Well, I've actually been working on it all morning. So some of the kit we haven't got yet. We've got the oven. We haven't got this yet. This is going to be our fridge, and we haven't got the hob top yet. We still need to buy it. These are quite heavy, so I've avoided ordering them basically, but we still have to order it. But this is going to be our kitchen design. So this is like the front view, and then this is the top view. So as you can see from the side view onwards, we've actually got a problem where the water tank goes into the sink area, which means that that design's not going to work. So depending on what happens with the gas boiler, we may be able to move it that way a little bit, and if we can't, we can drop it through the floor and sit it straight onto the metal, onto the van floor, which will lower it 35mm down, which will give us about a 20mm clearance. But that's the general design that we're going for. So we'll have a drawer there, 4 drawers there, a big drawer there, and then a cupboard in this area. And then on the wall to the right of it, which will be like the garage, we're going to have another drawer and then like a doorway to get into the garage. And we may even put like a clothes rail across there just to hang some clothes on. So as you can see, the worktop has to stick out a little bit for the depth of the hob and the oven underneath, and then it'll kind of go an inlet, so it'll be 60 deep, which is almost pretty much as a standard worktop, and then it goes in 10 centimetres, so it gives a little bit more passage room whilst we're in the van. Right, we're on our way to B&Q. We're going to get this paint sample. We're still two minds whether it's too grey, too much like the lodge, but the design that we've kind of based our design on has this in the kitchen, and it looks almost like a greeny grain rather than a bluey green. And hold on, let me just find the it's almost the same colour as my shorts. Not these, my green shorts.
Yeah, that's what I want. We want a green,
but not green. It's got to be a grey green. Yeah. A bit like Robin, but not as green.
Yes, exactly like that.
But not as green.
Yeah,
I don't want it looking like a safari gym. So anyway, we have got this. I'll show you the colour. So it's the bottom colour there, and it's called Northern Shore. So we're going to go and get a sample mixed up. I think when you go and get samples at B&Q, they don't mix you eggshell. They only mix you like a matte paint. So, and I know that B&Q Valspar paint or Valspar paint is very, very expensive. Almost as expensive as Farrow and Ball actually. So we'll have a mooch there. Then what we're doing, we're going to find a car wash.
Yes.
To get Robin washed. Then we're going to call into Morrison's and get some up for his dinner tonight. We may be calling.
We're just going to say we can always call it Morrison's Cafe.
What, for a tea?
Just for a snack. And I know since 8 AM this morning.
I want a fish butty to share, of course. My stomach just needs some kind of some food to repair itself from that crap that we ate last night. And then we've got to go. What have we got to do when we get back down towards the lodge?
Car wash. Oh, we've got to pick up our new bedding.
Oh yes, we've got to go to a garden centre. We ordered some new bedding for the spare rooms and the both the single beds and the main beds, and they stripped the beds this morning when they left, so we're just going to put the new duvets straight on there and then we can make the beds. And other than that, then it's back to the lodge to order my fridge and my Thetford 922 hob, which is out of stock at the moment with the company that we usually use, which is Jackson Leisure. I'm going to have to shop around, see if I can get it a little bit cheaper, because they charge about £40 for delivery, which is, I think, is a bit steep given the fact that you're spending quite a lot of money on a fridge. And then we have got some other work stuff, non-van related, non-vlog related work that we have to do, so we're going to catch up on that. And then tomorrow the van goes in. So we're going to be lost for 2 days, aren't we?
Well, I might have nipped out because I need some new white shoes. Just having a brekkie at Morrison's while we're here. Poached egg on toast and some porridge.
Afternoon.
Well, yeah. Not the most appetising poached egg on toast I've ever seen, but we'll give it a go. Nick's gone for porridge and some honey.
What a friggin' hell, sauce packets.
2 eggs. Let's have a look. Oh, well, yeah. There we go. Morrison's poached egg on toast. Hello, old friend, B&Q.
Oh, I thought you were talking at sausage van there.
We've not been for a while. Just looking for samples of the colour that we were going to try. It's not out though, so we're just going to get one mixed. Right, we've got our sample.
It's called the North Wind Blows. Isn't that from Frozen?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. We're back. We've picked up our new bedding, and this is the paint, which looks absolutely nothing like that screenshot that I showed you. Unless it dries a little bit darker. That looks just like normal grey. It looks like that grey. It's supposed to be like a greeny colour. Yeah, maybe it'll just dry different. Right, I'm going to go try it. Now, this needs mixing up. It's got like white remnants on the lid. Actually, it looks a little bit different in here. I'm hoping it dries a little bit darker than what it does in the tin. Right, let me slap some on. So it's got a green tinge, but it's still very grey. But it does coat really well, actually. And this is just the matte. Still think it's not green enough. Just put a little bit more on. It coats really well. Like, it's only probably going to need 1 coat if we do this in the eggshell version. But for 42 quid a tub for eggshell, I would expect it would do, no. So all the visible external sides of this are all being done. So the inside bits, the underneath, they're all being done in this grey when we actually find the right colour for it. I've got to be careful near the wall because I'm not getting that close. Right, I need to just let that dry. And it is actually drying darker now, I can already see it. Just do this edge. Right, back in about half an hour when that's dried.
Right, so Nick's put some of that paint on, which we got from B&Q. I've not seen it yet, and Nick's not seen it dry. Just put my shoes on. Here he is.
You got a key?
Yeah, we're going to have a look. I think I've just opened it. We're going to have a look, see what it looks like, and see if we're happy with the colour. This is for the cupboards above the kitchen. Ooh, it's just grey.
It's greeny grey.
Well, yeah, I suppose it is actually. What?
That's a bit dark.
Is it?
I'm here. Here, have a look.
Let me come round to the back. Be able to see it better. I wanted like a really nice greeny tinge.
It's got a green tinge.
I wanted colour rather than...
Yeah, but the colour comes from the matching wood. We're basically copying...
I'm sick of greys.
Yeah, but the one we're copying off is grey.
It looks more green to me though.
The designs that the colour scheme that we're copying off is exactly the same as that. Exactly the same, apart from they have it contrasting with like a wood and wooden handles and a wooden worktop. It's definitely got a greeny grey, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not a blue grey.
No, I don't want blue.
Because all our greys are blue.
Yeah. I wanted a more greeny grey.
Any more green and you're talking snot.
You should have done it all, then we could have seen.
I didn't want to get too close to this because it would mark the walls.
Well, I don't really know what to say.
Well, I haven't got the cupboard fronts to do it to a proper
you could
test.
have done all the bottom's going to be the same colour, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but it's matte. We're not going to finish it with this. This is just a colour sample. We'll be getting eggshell.
Yeah. Right, Nick is just adding some paint, there's some wood inside, so we can just see, because the trouble with grey is it looks different in different lights.
And in different colours around it.
Yeah, so Nick is just adding some of that grey to some wood in the lodge, just straight in the camera there. So while he does that, then we'll wait for it to dry. I said earlier in this video that I'm going to show you something, and it is one of these and a few other stuff. Somebody kindly got in touch with us from a company called the American Hut, and they asked us if we wanted to try some products that they do, and they've sent a little note and it says, please find enclosed samples of our products with our compliments. We hope you like them. Kind regards, Dan. So thank you, Dan. We'll put all the details below, and I'll get all these out while Nick comes over. We've had a quick look at some of them, and they are Disney inspired and Florida inspired. Let me just get them all out. Smelly stuff, which is why they got in touch with us, I think, because they know A, we like Florida, and B, Nick loves his smelly stuff.
Diffusers.
So we have some diffusers.
Our faces, so it focuses.
Faces. This one is called Main Street Bakery. So as you can tell,
Leigh almost drank it when he smelt it.
Is this the one?
The cookies one.
If you're a long-time viewer of our vlogs, you know that I like bacon smells when it comes to diffusers and candles and stuff.
You can smell it through the cap. Can you smell it?
That is so
Be careful with the cap.
nice.
Let me just see if I can pop it off.
So Main Street Bakery, and it does smell like a bakery.
Well, you can smell it. You don't have to.
You
You don't
don't
have to.
That's so good.
It smells like vanilla. It's like when you walk into
So that's what they look like. So
an American store, really.
They look good as well.
This one is Flight Over Pandora. It's like...
We're always a bit rubbish when it comes to Pandora. We can never tell a smell of
I know,
Pandora.
I
Let me
know.
smell. Well,
It
yeah,
smells like the flight of passage, like the Avatar room.
Yeah.
You know when you walk into the room and you can smell it. The problem when you're smelling the oils, you're smelling it really strong, and it's best when it's like it's in the air and it's diffused and it's not like really, really strong.
Soaring over Fiji, this one. Obviously inspired by Soaring.
It does, yeah. Ooh, nice.
I like
Is that Soaring Over California?
Fiji. Soaring over Fiji.
Oh, right, okay. So that's the
I really
little,
like that
the
one.
bolt
That's
scene.
really fresh smelling, and I
See,
really like that one.
I've got this up my nostrils.
Yeah.
I'm smelling
They're
them
a
both.
bit similar, those two, actually.
Yeah.
And then
Well, Disney do sell a lot of fragrances and
it's not just
dupe it
Disney
up.
inspired as well. Here we have an extraterrestrial adventure candle. So
I can't describe what that smells like.
I'm just trying to cover my face. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. It's kind of fresh, like
I thought it smelled earthy when I smelled it.
closing my eyes and trying to think that I'm in the queue.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It almost smells mechanical.
Keeping this one for last because that is my absolute favourite.
This is my favourite.
And then we have lots of wax melts. We're going to put one on tonight, actually.
We're putting my favourite. I'll show you the favourite in a minute because this is unbelievable. This smell.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
So we have Main Street Coffee. That smells like sweets you get with coffee in, like chocolates with coffee in.
Yes, it smells like cookie shops, like salted caramel, almost like a salted caramel.
It smells like going into a Disney bakery and waiting for your coffee and bakery. I really like that one.
Haunted Mansion, which
Flight Over Pandora.
I mean, I wouldn't even know what Haunted Mansion smelled like, to be honest. I don't ever associate the Haunted Mansion with a smell.
But maybe that's it. I mean, they're just also so very
Burning Rum.
fragrant.
That smells
Floridian Resort.
That smells like a barbecue.
So obviously, if you love your Florida-inspired things,
So the others are
These are
Wilderness, Pineapple Whip, Pirates Life, Florida Mall, Caribbean Resort, Soaring Over Orange Groves,
Yeah.
the Ice Cream Parlour. Have you smelled that one?
Oh, I've not actually.
And then Beach Club.
Oh, that smells like. I used to collect rubbers. Not
Like
rubber
a
johnnies, rubbers, like erasers. When I was a young kid, me and my sister used to collect erasers. We used to have like different shaped ones, you know, like all sorts of stuff.
I used to
like
have
sausage rolls and sausage.
Like strawberries, and
yeah,
you'd smell it.
That one smells like an eraser you used to get as a kid.
All I can smell is the other stuff on my fingers. Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On to my favourite thing in this whole box.
More than that one?
Yeah, this is my favourite
Oh,
thing.
wait a minute.
I'll cover my eyes. That is it.
What is
Churro candle.
Shall I get you the spoon? It does smell.
Nick's not over.
I'm not a fan of
favourite
baked cookies smell and
baked,
caramel and
but-
smells.
Oh, the smell's good enough to eat.
The best
So good.
is this one.
I do like this one as well.
This one is. Come
There
here,
you go.
come here,
There you
please. Now, I presume that this is to do with the Hard Rock,
Hard Rock
Hotel, but I can't remember a
Inspired.
smell there. But the smell of this. Oh, it's like. It's almost like Abercrombie, isn't it?
That is really, really good.
That's like an Abercrombie smell. Like
Oh,
Abercrombie
it's such a fresh
Abercrombie.
kind of- yeah.
Like a fierce smell. So we're going to put this one on tonight. On the wax melter.
No, yeah, we can do. And we'll keep the baking ones
Yeah.
because I love these baking ones.
So there we go. So thank you for sending them,
Thanks for
guys.
sending those. Go check them out. We'll put all the details in the description below, and Nick can go and show you his painting. Are you going to wait till it's dry?
Oh no, I'll show you the colour. Right, bring the camera. Because I'm going to compare it now against a different grey, to show you what it looks like. Right, there we go. Right, so look at blue grey with a green grey. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I wanted it to be more greener. To be
Yeah, but
fair.
any more green and you will actually see green.
I know. I want to see green.
You know, we do want green because the one
I do.
Yeah, but the one that we've modelled it on doesn't look green.
I just didn't want grey again.
It's not. Well, it is grey, but the one we're modelling it on's grey. It needs to be. Right, let me show you it against wood.
Grey's such a hard colour.
Right, so look at it against a wood. But that's not a cherry.
Grey.
Enough. It's not enough, enough
It's
cherry.
just grey.
Wait a minute.
It's too grey, this.
Right, wait a minute. Well, I think that is the exact match of the one that we like the design of.
Never.
And it hasn't dried yet, it's actually drying down.
Yeah, well, good. Good.
Why you want it darker?
Green, dark green, yeah.
Time for tea. So we're having fish. We're having mash with like cabbage in it, some steamed veg, and then I also got a creamy lemon and parsley sauce to pour over it. So my favourite meal that my mum always used to make me when I was a kid was fish and parsley sauce. She used to get like cod and boil it in milk and then make a parsley sauce with mash and pour it on. And I really wanted something like home cooked. So we're having this for dinner. Right, Lee's just breaking off from editing. I've just done tea. I'm just about to start. Lee's just faffing around getting changed. It's absolutely gorgeous, especially that lemon parsley sauce. And we're going to watch Downton. So let me just get that onto Netflix. Oh, it's locked up.
Welcome to the next day. It's van gas day. It's going into the garage to have the gas fitted. So we're going to be without it for 2 days. How are you going to cope?
You might do it quicker.
So,
I'd imagine dinner time tomorrow we'll pick it up.
well, we'll see. It's Tuesday. I think he said we're going to have it back on Thursday, but like Nick says, you never know. So we're going to drop that off, and then we're going down to Hull to meet our friend Jade, girl up north, for coffee and a little bit of shopping. Made it to Nick's. Nick's devouring a New York deli pastrami sandwich or something.
It's not like the ones that we had in. When did we have them?
New York?
No, we didn't have one in New York.
Oh, I don't know, whatever. Here's Jade.
Hello, a long time no see.
Long time no see. Nice
Cappuccino.
what's that? Cappuccino. Yeah. Doing a bit of retail shopping, but there's some more to come, yeah. Definitely. Look down in next.
We've already been.
Next.
No.
You're welcome.
Good morning, guys. It's actually the next day. We didn't vlog anything else from when we the last scene yesterday. We just decided we wanted some chill time. We can't do anything on the van because it's still in the garage. Although he's just run me, he needs a socket to run the boiler off. So we're going to nip down to the DIY shop and then run it up to him so he can get that finished. I'm hoping he's going to bring me this afternoon and say it's done. I've actually got the hot tub booked for 2 o'clock and my shorts are going to be ready at Next, which I bought yesterday when we went there with Jade. Lee's just trying on all the clothes he bought yesterday. Apparently he's into this new minimalist, what was it called?
Capsule wardrobe.
Capsule wardrobe where you have very little clothes. So yesterday I went and bought 10 tops.
I've got to start this minimal wardrobe.
You've not actually reduced anything, you've just added to it.
I've got a
load of bullshit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I've got a full bag going down to the charity shop here. So we'll drop that off.
Yeah, but that's not got clothes in it. That's just got... There's some kind of notepad on top of that.
Yes, and there's lots of clothes in it as well.
Right, so we're off down there, and we're just gonna have another chill day today. I mean, I thought it would be like chomping at the bit because the van's in the garage, but I'm not. So it's probably like a break that I needed from it, to be honest. Although I have been looking things up about how we're gonna make the kitchen units, and still none the wiser.
Right, first stop, charity shop to drop this bag off.
Job done. We're just saying to Lee, I bet Lisa's keeping all the charity shops in the south of England running at the minute because she's decluttering the house every video.
She's moving house, our friend Lisa, Life with Lisa. If you like decluttering videos and like home vlogs, go check her out.
She has to book in when she takes her stuff because she's got that much.
Moving house, isn't it?
Next stop, the in here.
Socket back box.
32mm and a single socket.
For the van fitter, so we've got to drop these off to him, yeah?
Done. Next stop, post office and then Tesco.
Right, we are back in the lodge and Nick's excited because we've just got our latest delivery of Hello Fresh for this week. Nick's just actually been over into the hot tub while I've just been catching up on some work. He's desperately waiting for the call to say he can go and collect Taylor, but I don't think it's going to be today.
I'm ready for it back now.
You ready for a back?
We went to see her this morning.
Yeah, we did.
She's looking abused, I must say.
I'm just trying to look at the clock. I've been moving some things around. It's 3:10, so I don't think he's going to call today. We went up this morning and dropped off a socket which we bought from town and gave it to the guy, and we had a little look at what he'd done, and it's looking quite good, what he's done, but he did seem to have quite a bit to go still. So I think you're just going to have to give it up as a bad job for today.
Oh well, I've given it all.
Let's have a look at what we've got in Hello Fresh. Where's the
Where's over there?
Where? Oh, that.
Well, there is somewhere.
Recipes, please. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Recipe cards.
In the box.
No, they're not.
They've got to be.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, oh, really? There you go.
So, see what we've got this week. We have Korean style, oh goodness gracious, what does that say? Gochujang beef fried rice. Gochujang beef fried rice. I love fried rice dishes.
I love Hello Fresh because you cook it.
Creamy tomato Cajun chicken. Yeah, but you've got to have something to do now. You've not got Taylor.
No, it's your practice.
Let's have a look at this. Oh, now that looks nice. Speedy chicken noodles with monchu and pepper. That looks very nice.
Oh, I know. I fancy some
Japanese
that looks
sticky.
nice. You're not keen on
Was it
cucumber?
Cucumber. Well, it's pickled cucumber, so that might be a little bit nicer.
Now that might be nice.
Sticky sriracha cauliflower.
Go on, do that one.
I'm not doing it yet. It's only 3 o'clock. Yeah, but have you seen that one as well? Korean style beef fried rice. Notice how I skipped over that word.
Well, I don't
Gochujang or something. Right, let's put this away. And
I'm going to Kit Kat.
you having a Kit Kat?
Kit Kat finger. Right, Lee's just been cooking it. I've just been unpacking the oven, see if I can work out how to fix it. We didn't have any soy sauce, so we're using Henderson's.
Just to flavour it up a little bit more.
Is that the whole dish then, like fried rice?
It's got beef, fried rice, and maybe 2. Add a few little peanuts on top as well, which I've crushed.
Right, let's eat.
Just put in the final touches.
Ooh, where did you get the peanuts from? Were
They came with it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I thought you found them in cupboard and you just added it on.
No, I wouldn't be that inventive with food, me.
Right, let's scoff it. I'm actually going to add a little bit of this stuff that we got from...
as it is.
I know, but I like this on everything. And when we go back to Florida, eventually, I'm going to get another set of these. You can only get it from that shop in Tampa, though, can't you? So I
I've
might
already
have it
put
delivered.
loads of that in it.
You put this in it?
Yep.
Oh.
Right, we're just off for a walk to the beach, as we haven't done much movement today.
None at all, to be honest.
That HelloFresh meal was very nice. I'm a bit stuffed from it actually. It was
Need to
very
walk
heavy.
it off, actually. It wasn't
so
heavy, there was just a lot of it.
there was a lot of it. It was very nice. Although as soon as Nick had had his last mouthful, he says, "I fancy a McFlurry
I could still eat one now.
from McDonald's."
So I had some rosemary crackers instead.
Lovely.
Well, I can still go for a mini McFlurry if
Nope.
you're up for it. Nope. Miserable sod.
We've made a boo-boo.
I miscalculated.
There's no beach. We thought there was going to be
Nothing.
beach.
There's nothing, not even a jot.
No.
It's supposed to be low tide at 11 o'clock at night, and yet it's only like 3 hours.
So much for a beach walk. That looks like a big one.
I'll say.
Welcome to the next day. We just got a call from the garage. Everything's not ready yet, but it needs to be tested, and the gas canister that is installed came without any gas. So got to go pick Taylor up in the van and go and fill the gas canister with gas.
At an auto gas place.
Yes.
And there are only 2 between here and Hull.
Okay.
Around here, and then the next few are all Hull, South Cave, M62, all those kind of areas.
Yeah. So we've got to do that, and then he can test it, and then hopefully we'll get the van back.
And then we can start on the kitchen.
We've also found another paint colour instead of this one, which we think is a little too just grey, like no tone of any other colour whatsoever. So we found another one at B&Q called
Platinum Sage. It's actually a little bit like that colour, but lighter, but a little bit more green.
So we're going to go and get that as well today.
And we're going to get my shorts from next. We've got a lot to do today. And build some kitchens.
Right, so first stop is the garage to pick Taylor up, and then off to a gas place. Just reading the manual of how to fill it up. It looks pretty much same as filling it with petrol, apart from there's a couple of extra steps you've got to take. So we'll see when we get there, and it should be £1.09 per.
At this particular
what?
one, £1.09 a litre, I think
litre.
it is. There
So-
are others that are like 90 pence a litre.
Yeah, but they're a little bit few and far between, so we're just going to the closest one.
I have seen YouTube videos of people when they take the nozzle off.
Yeah,
It makes
it's like a big spurting sound, doesn't it? It
like
says
a
in
big,
that leaflet.
a big hiss and a big spurt. It
Yeah.
actually frightens you to death. So I've watched videos, so I am prepared for that. But
Yeah.
it's a bit daunting when it's like filling your car for petrol for the very first time. You know what I mean?
Right, this SO garage is apparently where. Oh yeah, I can see it says LPG
Where?
at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So
Where is it?
let's have. Oh look, they've got a drying as well, washing laundry for
Where
when
is
we
it?
need that kind of thing. Must be over there somewhere. Right, we've got it. We just didn't see it before. It's on here. LPG. So that's the nozzle for it.
Right.
Some instructions there. This is the little
Well, I might have to pull a bit
catch that is put on.
Right, so you take that off. It's a bit. Does this come out? Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Right, hold on a minute. No, that's a bit.
Maybe just pull it forward a bit.
Yeah, be fine. Oh, it smells of gas. Right, so. That it?
Is that it?
Right, push the button. Oh, is it working?
Do I have to keep this pushed then?
Well, it's doing something.
Oh, there we go. Right, it's going 102.9 per litre. So I think, according to the manual, you've got to. Oh yeah, you've got to pull this push fill button on dispenser and hold until fill is complete or desired amount reached. Note that there is a small time delay before fuel delivery. Squeeze the back lever and release the latch if you want to.
I'm just squeezing it.
Yeah. so hopefully it'll tell us.
Wait, that's the 80% in stock.
We're already at 8 litres.
Yeah, but litres and kilos are different, aren't they? I don't know what the tank capacity is.
£10, 10 litres. Should I stop?
No, it stopped itself.
It stopped. So apparently it stops when it gets to 80%.
So here we go. This is when it's going to make this funny noise. It's cold actually.
Yeah, it said it would be cold.
Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, shit. Bloody hell.
That's just normal apparently.
That smells of gas. Bloody hell.
So this is the tank, and this is where it's put it into this cupboard type thing.
Right.
And I can't really see where it says how much is in now. Well, it should say full, shouldn't it?
Well, it's 80% of green, look. There.
Yeah.
It's got the capacity to go.
Could do with a better monitor. You can
get pixels, yeah.
Yeah, we could do with a better one actually. Right, let's get it back.
Well, I don't smell any gas, so that's
once
a good
we get
sign.
it back, we'll show you all this which is fitted, but we've got to take it back now for him to test.
Right, that's Taylor dropped off. He's going to do the gas testing now and make sure that it's all working, get the boiler set up with all the air codes cleared because there's no gas in it at the minute, or there weren't, so it wasn't heating the water naturally. Cost us £11 to fill that, £1 to a litre, and it fills at, it's a, what is it, a 6 kilo tank?
I don't know actually.
I think it's a 6 kilo tank, but LPG weighs 50% of water, so, and it fills to 80%, and we've got 11 litres in it, so yeah, that's probably about right, that. So I'm just doing the maths in my head. Yeah. So he's going to do that testing. We're going to head down to Hull. We're going to go to B&Q. We're going to pick up some more of this paint. I'm in two minds just to get it mixed, because the last time we tried to do something in grey and do it without copying a design, we ended up buying 15 pots of samples and then changed his mind because we couldn't decide. The problem with greys, if you put, when we did the test this morning, didn't we, with the grey, if you've got a green grey and you look at blue before you look at the green grey, when you look at the green grey it looks more green. If you look at green before you look at green grey, it looks plain grey. And we did a test this morning, didn't we?
Just get it if you want, but it's expensive for a...
It's £43 a tin for eggshell, and that's for 2.5 litres. It's a £5 for a sample. The only problem is if you keep putting samples on, you'll have ridges and blobs where you've painted it and it's going to have to be sanded down again. I think it'll just be fine, to be honest.
Go for it then.
Let's just go for it.
Go for it.
That's the colour we're going. Platinum sage.
Reckless. Be reckless.
Yeah. And maybe we should just get a sample. So there's going to be a lot of things mixed with this. It's going to be the cupboard fronts, the drawer fronts, the side cabinets above the kitchen, the underneath. So and it's going to need multiple coats. Although it did coat really well, actually, the mat.
Sample.
Yeah. So I'm hoping the eggshell's going to be the same. Then we're going to go to Next. I've ordered some shorts that I've got to pick up. I'm actually in small shorts now. But I think it's just a random oddity for sizes, isn't it? Because medium, he could have got in with me. So anyway, I've ordered these small shorts, and then we're going to go and have some dinner somewhere.
Some lunch.
Costa, maybe?
Costa again.
Don't let Kevin, you're saying this.
Unless you want to share an egg mayo sandwich with me.
No, I'm having. If I go to Costa, I'm having soup. It's only 200 calories. And Lee wants to go to Matalan again to look at the sail shorts. This is his minimalist bollocks.
We're selling all the summer stuff off, so I thought might as well get some shorts while I'm there. Then I don't have to bother next time.
Right. And then we're going back up to the lodge.
And he should have done. He said it'll take him a couple of hours.
Yeah, back up to the lodge, pick up our lass, Taylor, and then tomorrow we start on, we're going to take it to a weighbridge again, get everything out, take it to a weighbridge, do a proper test, and then we're going to start and fit the first kitchen unit, which is going to stand forward of the shower, and then we're going to put the oven in, aren't we, when we figured out how we're going to fit it, whether we're going to fit it flush. And then today from Amazon I've got some iron-on, what's it called? Like laminate tape, because we're making it out of plywood. So the fronts will actually have like the plywood lines, and we want to hide them. So I'm going to get some iron-on tape, and then we can paint it to match the drawer front, so it's all nice and neat. This is the bit that I'm not looking forward to at all, because precision, and this is going to be the bit that's going to be on display, and the precision of it has got to be bang on. So the cuts have got to be bang on. No, a couple of mil out here, a couple of mil out there. For all the stuff that we've done so far that's behind the walls, you're not going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. This is going to be like the showpiece, so we've got to fit it spot on. And I've just realised I've been talking for like 10 minutes. So
wonder why my ears are ringing.
right, we're off. First stop, paint.
Right, this is what we're getting mixed platinum sage, although it looks absolutely nothing like it does on the website.
Nothing at all.
But we're going to try it. Right, there we go. I know we said we were just going to go for it, but then when we saw it, it was completely different. So we're just going to test her again. Coming to Starbucks, got some protein egg bites. See what Nick thinks to them.
It's like a little mini omelette.
I say it can't be that bad.
Not bad, it just looks funny. Right, shorts collected, and we've got the call. Taylor is ready. It's gas tested and everything, and he's going to connect the appliances when we actually fit the kitchen cupboard, so we will be going back to him for that. But it's passed its gas test, and we're now on our way back up there, and we're going to go and pick her up and take her for a little bit of a test drive, and then tomorrow we start on the work again. Are you excited about that?
Yeah. Right, we've got Taylor back, and we are just going to go to the weighbridge and weigh her. We've got everything out of the back that we can do. Obviously, we've now got the boiler and what have you installed.
And 10 litres of water inside it.
Yeah, 10 litres of water inside the boiler.
And a gas tank.
Yeah.
And a cabinet.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's true.
We reckon
cabinet as well.
We reckon 45 kilos have been added on.
So we're just going to see, and hopefully we're not as shocked as we were last time. Right, here we go. Weighbridge time. Please don't be a shock. Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, it's exactly what
No,
it
it's
was.
less.
It's less than it was last time. Oh, that's amazing.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
2960 if you can't see that on the camera.
Last time.
2960.
So 20 kilos less than last time we came.
Yep. So relieved now. We actually thought, I mean, what have we put in since we put the cupboards in since we last weighed it?
Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Not wardrobe, shower cubicle.
Oh yeah, the shower cubicle.
The boiler.
It's actually 20 kilograms less because we've taken that much out. So we've got this little, what do we call it? Receipt 2960. Very pleased with that. Now we're going to nip to Wickes and fill it up again. Been a while since we've been at Wickes. We're just coming to get some wood for the kitchen cabinets.
Right, every bit of wood in Wickes is bent. So we're trying MDF. This is Leigh's attempt at seeing which is the lightest. I think the MDF is heavier than that. It is, well, MDF is heavier.
Not by much though.
No, but on a larger scale it will be.
And it's straight.
Well,
Unlike that.
everything, all the small pieces, all the large pieces, they're all bellowed, and we need to make cabinets out of this. Which means it's going to create warped cabinets. What do you think?
I think we might have to go about MDF.
Yeah, but think of the weight. MDF's harder to drill in. It's not as hard and structurally supporting as plywood is. That's just mulch stuck together with glue. That's layer after layer after layer of glue, sheets of wood. As luck would have it, next door to Wickes there was a builder's merchant, MKM. So we went in there. They were actually £5 cheaper, although they weigh an absolute ton, which is concerning me. But the whole of these sheets are not going to be put in. It's only going to be like one of them cut up to about this point here, which will create a barrier there, another one there, and one over there. So we'll give you a bit of a tour of our changes. So these are the gas pipes for the cooker, which are capped off at the minute. They're not being used. There's our control panel, which is here. Little clock on it. So we can turn it on and off, like that. The gas is actually turned off, and we've got lots of little switches. We're going to build a cabinet for these when it's all done. And then back here we have our boiler, which is our Truma 4E. So it actually runs on electric and on gas, or a mixture of both. It has a direct feed, the output of the boiler here. So hold on, let me show you this. So it takes a feed from the tank and fills the boiler. It holds 10 litres of water, and then this heats it up and pumps it back out again and goes through a little elbow joint there, runs round the back and then connects to the sink and the shower, so we get hot water pumped in. The drains there, I don't know whether we showed that on the last vlog, where it goes down into the water box underneath. And then we have our little cabinet, which is where the gas is kept. Now when he did it, he said to us, keep 43 centimetres deep from the corner of the wall. So we didn't know how big this was going to be when it turned up. But what he managed to do is managed to drop the water tank backwards. So now, previously we had the issue where the sink, actually it still might be, so the cupboard ends there, The sink now will be able to go in and fit flush with the corner of this, hopefully. And we no longer have the option of dropping this down to the floor, so we need to make sure that this is going to work out, otherwise the sink will have to be misplaced.
I'm off to make dinner.
Right, go on then.
Back in the lodge, just cooking up a Hello Fresh, and we've got a nice glass of wine and Downton Abbey on in the background.
You didn't tell me it's all bloody wine.
Well, I didn't know you wanted any. And Nick is going to
Nick
is going to show you the paint that he's just painted.
Right, it hasn't fully dried, but that's the difference. So I'm still not sure, because the one on the right has a blue look and the one on the left has a sage look, but I think it's too much of a sage look. Now that is in direct sunlight, so when it's in the van, I could live with that.
Just cutting the noodles up so they're not.
I used them scissors when I installed all the electrics.
They've been washed.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I could live with that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit greener than I thought, but it is a...
Just the right green that I was thinking.
It's not green, it's a greeny grey.
Yeah.
It's got the right tinge. I mean, I think the new version of the Lodge is that colour. If you bought a new Lodge like this, you'd have it green.
It's not dried properly yet, but I do like that.
It would look better in the van when it's in a lower light and more cosy when we've got the warm lights on it. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Right, dinner was delish. I'm going to head out to the van. I've got a bolt to fit on the door because at the minute, now we've got the hinges on, it's swinging back and forth. It's only a temporary one until we get the slat wall in, which is there, currently bending against the wall. So I'm going to preload my tools ready for going up to the garage tomorrow. And then I'm going to come in and decide how we're going to build the kitchen units. I've kind of got an idea. It's going to be a combination of plywood and 2x1 slats horizontally to give it the structure. Lee's going to do some ironing, and
then I might have a cup of tea.
Oh, let's have a look at this now. It's dried. Here we go.
Oh yeah, let's have a look.
So that's now the final colour. So it's pretty much the same shade, but just a little bit darker.
Light? Well, you mean lighter?
Lighter, yeah. Just hold it far away. I do like it actually. That's got more of a green colour than that one has.
Yeah.
Hold it up against something white, because no, that's not white. That's grey.
Oh. There.
There. So if I cut off that on the viewfinder, it does have the right shade. I think we've decided, haven't we?
I think so, because if not, we'll just be going for it forever.
Years ago, when we decorated our house, we bought about 15 pots of grey paint and couldn't decide on the colour and ended up doing it stone.
So we didn't bother.
So we're not going down that route. We've decided on this platinum sage. We're going to do it, which is a Valspar B&Q paint. So we've had a couple of days of not doing any kind of van work, and I've got used to not doing any kind of van work. But when it went in, like I said the other day, when it went into the garage, I was like pacing the lodge, waiting for it to come out. Last few days, I've enjoyed not doing it. I'm hoping I'm not getting bored of it because we've still got quite a lot to do yet. But well pleased with the weight of the weighbridge, actually. Yeah. It was 20 kilos less than what it was last time. We went to this one before, but we knew it was 20 kilos out on the measurement. 20 kilos in our favour. So this was 40 out, so in reality it was actually 20 kilos out. And all we've put in is the shower slats and the boiler, and took the tools out, haven't we?
I'm very impressed.
So we are back to where we started, and we've still got quite a lot to put in. I have got a little weight tracker on my phone.
Battery's gonna go.
And stop pressuring me. And I've got about, I think when we finish, we'll have about 217 kilos free. Battery change. There's nothing worse than the pressure of knowing that the battery's going to go flat and you rush your speech, whatever you've got to say. So I'm going to finish the vlog, and then I'm going to go out to the van. I'm going to start taking my tools in, get them loaded in, ready for tomorrow. We're going to have an early start. The boards that we got from the building suppliers are in there. The finish on it is not as good as the Wix ones, but the Wix ones, like we said, were all bent.
As a banana.
They were like, half of them were like wavy and the other half were like banana bent. So tomorrow we are taking the oven up to the garage, and we're going to build the 2 units. We're going to map it out on the floor. We're going to it's going to start feeling more structured. We can't build the rest of the units because we have to wait for the fridge to turn up, which is going to be here on Friday.
Yes.
What day are we on now?
Tuesday.
It's going to arrive on Friday. The fridge is the heaviest bit of equipment that we've got for the van so far. other than the electricals. It's 26.5 kilos according to the box, but it is a full-sized fridge.
Well, not full-sized.
No, it's a full-sized fridge.
Yeah, but full-sized fridge
That's
is like
a fridge freezer. It's a full-size fridge, like a chest freezer, not a chest freezer, like an under-counter fridge. It'll literally go from the floor up to the top of the worktop. At least that's what the measurements say. Right, you enjoy. I'm about.
Okay.
So we are going to finish the vlog, guys. So if you are new to our channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the little bell. It'll tell you when we have new videos go live. Don't forget to drop us a comment. We do read all comments and we try and reply to as many as we can. And we'll be back tomorrow for a fully fledged,
Maybe not tomorrow, on the next vlog.
whatever. For us, it's tomorrow. Fully fledged van vlog where we start building the kitchen. The bit that I've been dreading. I was more dreading the shower, but now I'm dreading the kitchen.
That about everything we do.
I know, but it's just the bits that we've got to do this bit right. Otherwise, it's gonna screw up. So, anyway, see you on the next vlog.
Bye.
Bye.